Check out these weeds. The weeds in the orchard are out of control. They have just overcame everything, and so slowly but surely I've been coming out with my weed whacker and my 2 good batteries because I only have 2 good batteries, and I'm trying to tackle them, making progress. The goal is to really just kind of get the weeds down as much as possible. And then this fall and winter, really do the same thing I did in our garden over the last couple of years, which is layer, layer, and layer. Cardboard, wood chips, 2 to 3 layers of cardboard, and then a good 6 to 8 inches of wood chips. That has worked wonders in our garden, because what you see here is exactly how our garden looked when we first started 3 to 4 years ago, and now it's much more manageable. So I'm just trying to tackle what I can. The orchard didn't produce too much fruit in the way of our fruit trees this year, but that's to be expected. So the fruit tree guild, though, however, around each of the tree has been looking great. We've got strawberries, comfrey, lavender, some calendula, all kinds of goodies, and I'm really excited to see how that benefits our property and our orchard going forward. So, I just came out. The kids and Marley are with me. And, with kids, there's only so much work you can sometimes get done. And when my son came out, he literally scared the crap out of me while I was weed whacking. So back at it I am until this battery dies. And then I'm going to show you a couple of things we actually have here in the orchard. So this is mullein. There's 3 mullein plants. I started these from seed. Pretty proud of those. And then back there is another fig tree. There's a little one back there. You can hardly even see it. That is a black walnut, and that is a tulip poplar. Those 2 trees we are planning on getting taken down this winter. They're just creating too much shade in the orchard. That was pleurisy root. This is elecampane. And then the last thing I'm going to show you over in the corner over there is andrographis. So my goal is to have the fruit trees, but also it's kind of peppered and scattered throughout, is to have a lot of our medicinal plants. There's 4 yarrow in here. Over here is St. John's wort. I just planted this a week ago, so I'm going to water that. There's blueberries over there. More fruit trees, and then I planted valerian. Valerian right here looks like it's doing pretty well. And then I had more rhubarb. Where is the other rhubarb? Oh, one was right here. Looks like it might be alive down there. Might actually be alive. But there is supposed to be another rhubarb. Where did I put it? This is the problem when everything is so tiny. I don't know where it all is. I thought I actually, oh yeah, right there. There's a rhubarb. That one looks really good. This really is the hard part. The vision, I see the vision. Nobody else can see it right now because it is a weedy mess. But in time, it's going to be beautiful, but it's hard when I come plant things. I try to throw a stick in the ground like this one here so I can remember, okay, I planted something right there. But I can't find, I really thought I had another rhubarb. And so I found 3, but I thought there were 4. But I planted the St. John's wort, the valerian. I watered that, the rhubarb. Done what we can do. I'm going to pack up, head to the garden. It's amazing. We're in middle of October and yet the garden is still really producing. The peppers look great, my herbs, my squash tunnel. I have so much winter squash this year, and more is growing, which you'll see in a bit. So it's really been dry. We've had so much water over the last 3 months, and then all of a sudden it's really dry. So I'm hauling out my 5-gallon buckets to try to keep my fall and winter starts alive. I planted them about a week ago. Honestly, as I was in the garden looking through, I think probably about half of them just kind of withered away, which is unfortunate. But I'm not going to stress too much about that because it's not worth it. What will be, will be. My son's helping me gather some peppers. I'm trying to teach him to pick the ones with color, yellow, orange, red, and I'm showing him. It's hilarious though, because throughout this point while he was picking, he's like, but Mom, this one has color. It's green. Green's a color. You know, through the eyes of a child, I had to like really step back and think about the directions I was giving him. But he was a huge help picking all of those hot peppers. This is the first cucumber crop I've gotten. I didn't have any cucumbers all spring and summer because of a rabbit that was in our garden, and he just ate everything. So I finally got a fall crop of cucumbers. You can see the tromboncino squash, some baby watermelons are actually producing, and we've got something that I'm super excited about. I mean, look at all those tromboncino. That plant is just killing it. I love it. And if you eat them fresh, it's like a zucchini. If you let them get big and cure, it's kind of like a butternut, which is awesome. So versatile. I'm really praying that little pumpkin gets pollinated. I am so hopeful for that. And we have one butternut still on the vine growing, and more tromboncino babies. So winter squash will be on the menu many times this winter, especially during the Three Rivers Challenge. I'm trying to get all the peppers I can, the really big ones, because my goal is to enter some of these into the state fair, the long cayenne peppers. So I'm kind of gathering the really long ones, whether they're green or red, and saving those to enter into our North Carolina State Fair, which I'm going to be doing very soon, and I'll keep you updated on how that goes. This eggplant, I think it's called a ping tung, Pingtung. I think that was the variety. I've gotten more eggplant this year. I have not yet preserved them in any way. Last year, I think I made eggplant parm and froze it. I haven't done that. My favorite way to enjoy these eggplants so far has been to actually cut them, saute them, and then coat them in a peanut sauce with like peanut butter and coconut milk and lime juice and coriander powder and garlic and ginger, and it's so delicious. But more to come, more to share with what we do with all of these wonderful harvests. Stay healthy, stay well.